And welcome to Real Dudes Podcast. I'm your host, Carrington. And if you are watching us here on YouTube, you would notice we are all here. You can see us all. And I'm going to start with the picture right to my right here. And that is Cody.
Oh, hi.
That didn't help.
You're Mr. Joker, so yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that. Hi.
Fair enough. Next, we will introduce Jordan.
Hello. On my screen, I'm on the bottom right. So where you just pointed was at the jitsi.org logo.
Yeah,
and it
me
was
too.
kind of funny. I'm just going to say that right now. Anyway,
Fair enough.
continue.
Yeah, it's all good. I have everything organized in OBS, so I'm going based on that. And like right above me, we have our guest, Phil the Chef. You can now see his face.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Also, sorry for the way that everything is. Yep, here we go. Let's do this.
Let's do this. So first off, Phil, what is that lovely picture you have there in the background?
I was just about to ask that.
Oh man, you guys are the best. That's a logo for half of our restaurant called the Basement Bar, also known as Nolo's Kitchen in Minneapolis, Minnesota. If anybody wants to stop by and say hi and grab some quick treats. If you mention that you see us on RDP or Real Dudes Podcast, I promise I will take care of you.
He
Next
will.
time,
Promise.
Sorry,
you.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say he will take care of you. Last time I was there, food is excellent.
Next time I'm in Minnesota, which I doubt will ever be the case, I will be sure to swing through.
It's
we
nice
ever
and
get out
cold
of
here. Why wouldn't you
quarantine.
want to be here?
Bro, it just got warm in Ohio. Let me have this.
Fair.
If they ever let me out of my house, I will come
True. I mean, you're
Yes,
allowed out of
likewise.
your house.
back. If I'm ever allowed to on a plane again.
Yes,
You
or
can
train
drive.
or whatever.
I don't want to drive.
That's a long
We
drive.
did that one time.
It's not that bad. It's like 12 hours. Quit being a...
We did that overnight once. It was rough in a car with no cruise control. Thanks.
Oh,
Carrington.
okay.
You're welcome.
And
That's because you had
Ew.
Kaya with you. That makes everything that much rougher.
And
Yeah,
because
Kyle-
he's not here, we can rag on him a little bit.
Oh,
Exactly.
But yeah, so today we've got a full episode ahead of us. We're gonna start with Dogfighter World War II, which is a PS4 game. Yeah,
Was I supposed to play that?
and
You
then
didn't?
and then we're gonna talk about games suggestions you guys may or may not have while we are currently all stuck in quarantine at the moment.
I
So-
wish. Sorry.
Yeah, you're
is
good.
Minnesota not in quarantine?
Oh, no, we are, but apparently I'm considered essential.
Oh.
Being in the
Interesting.
food business and whatnot.
Yep.
And you're not a server, so you do get to work. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's fortunate or unfortunate. Like, it's such a weird thing. This whole
Yeah,
thing.
some days it's good, some days it's bad, man. We'll see how it all plays out.
Fair enough. All right, so on to the good stuff. Dogfighter. Yeah, sure. You know,
Good stuff.
there are some times we talk about games I will rave about all day and all night, right? And I think our last game, Children of Morta, sorry, it's been a while since we last recorded, but Children of Morta was the last game we talked about. I will talk about that game all day, every day, because it's just that good.
It is.
Dogfighter World War II. Sorry, let me bring up my notes. I closed down my notes by accident. But Dogfighter World War II is on the PS4. According to the interwebs, it's also on PC, but I couldn't find it on PC. So I don't know where it is or how to download it on PC, but you can find it on PS4. It came out a few weeks ago. It's been in beta for like a year, but it's got its full release a few weeks ago. Publisher is Iggy Mob, and they also developed it. It is a battle royale World War II game. So battle royales are the hot rage right now. Not just Fortnite, but I mean Call of Duty Warfighter just came out.
Warzone.
Thank you. Warzone just came out. You've got Apex Legends out there still doing its thing. And we also have, there's a bunch of other games that are battle royale-ish modes. I just wanted to say really quick, my grandfather was in the Air Force during the Vietnam War, and he moved around a lot, but his love for planes passed on to my dad. My dad then passed on his love of planes to his kids, which includes my brother and sister. So when this,
Not you.
yeah, no, not me. No, which does, it does include myself.
Keep me on the ground, please.
And I mean, I got to ride in a plane, not ride. I got to travel by plane for the first time when I visited Phil a few months ago, which was a lot of fun. I mean, I've ridden in planes before, but I've never traveled by plane.
Well, hey, explain that. What does that mean?
So, I mean, just take last year, for example, there was a Ford Trimotor that came to town, which a Ford made an airplane back in like the 1920s. And
have 3 motors.
It does have 3 motors.
Good call, Cody. Good call.
It was my second time riding in that plane, which is a lot of fun. I've also ridden in a B-17, which unfortunately that same plane crashed last year. But
that I'm jealous about.
Dude, it was awesome. Not gonna lie, that was incredible. I got to ride in it 4 years ago. So
I think I explained to you, my grandfather was actually the ball turret gunner to B-17. I think I've told you about that before. So like the fact that you got to fly in one is super awesome to me.
It was incredible, and it's an experience I will never forget. What were you saying, Jordan?
Scratch the last thing that I just said.
Okay.
But you, let me get this right. You flew down to Minnesota to visit Philip.
I did.
Amongst other people.
Yeah, there was
one other one involved.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you must like Phil a lot, man. Just to fly all the way down there. Although ticket prices are extremely cheap right now.
When I got the tickets, it was cheap to see him, thankfully. But they're not always cheap because we had looked into flying for the Game Informer 300 celebration. For us to fly there, it was like $500 or $600 per person.
Wow!
But when I flew in September, I think I was like $210, $220.
But I think you said it was around 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So it wasn't bad at all. No. But yeah, so I do love planes. Being in the Cincinnati-Dayton area, I do visit the Air Force Museum quite often. They're always making updates to it and all this other stuff. So all this build up to say I was ready to play this game when I saw the announcement come through. So we are part of a indie gaming media thing. They keep us updated on stuff that's coming out, gets us to request codes and stuff all the time. So when I saw the news thing come through that, hey, Dogfighter World War II is coming out, I'm like, oh, cool. Didn't know that was coming out. Battle Royale, World War II, what more could I want? And that's as much excitement I got of the game was the excitement for the announcement of the game.
Until you booted it up and heard the menu music, because that menu music is awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Like, it's kind of heavy metal-y, gets you going, and then the game starts.
So the tutorial, I was playing the tutorial. It's not much of a tutorial, which I was kind of upset about, because it teaches you how to fly the plane, it teaches you how to shoot. There's a lot of aspects to the actual game itself it doesn't teach you about. It doesn't teach you about items. It doesn't teach you what the heck, because bombers fly through all the time. And if you shoot them down, you get all kinds of, ammo and all kinds of items and stuff. They don't teach you that in the tutorial. They teach you just pretty much how to aim and shoot, and that's it. And going into the game, when I was doing the tutorial, I'm like, okay, all right, maybe that's all there is. Maybe all I need to do is aim and shoot in a couple maneuvers. I knew it wasn't going to be a simulator, which I was fine with, by the way, because there are a bunch of other simulators out there. Like IL-2 is probably the best World War II flight sim out there on the market right now. It pretty much started and killed the flight sim market in the mid-2000s all by itself. So I knew it was going to be that. I was expecting it to be more like Blazing Angels, which was a World War II.
Man, Blazing Angels was so much fun.
It was awesome. Yeah,
I completely agree.
It was awesome. Yeah. So I was like, all right. After playing the tour, I'm like, all right, okay. I'm still getting Blazing Angels type vibes. I can do this. We can do this. Yeah, the game, it's not good.
Way to sugarcoat it.
I can't. It's just one of those things. Like, I can't. It's not good.
The amount of chug that is in that game is astronomical. And I'm saying chug as in lag, as in you do anything and like the frame rate is just hiccup after hiccup after hiccup.
And the game also doesn't explain much to you because, like say, take Fortnite because it is like the king of battle royale. Whether you love it or hate it, I mean, Call of Duty is up.
I
and
have something
coming.
to say about that later, but whatever.
But, you know, in terms of popularity, all that good stuff, Fortnite right now. So in Fortnite, you've got the storm coming in, and if you are in that storm and not within the safe zone, your health goes down, right? And depending on when the match is, if it's early in the game, your health goes down slow. If it's late in the match, your health starts rapidly going down if you're in the storm. Within Dogfighter World War II, the circle moves around. Like, it doesn't like pick a spot and then get smaller. It picks a spot and it'll be there for like a couple minutes and then it'll like jump across the map for no reason. It makes zero sense and you don't really get hurt either. What's up, Jordan?
Other battle royales do that too.
Like what?
Really?
Fortnite, PUBG, yeah, Apex.
Oh yeah,
I did for a second.
PUBG kind of does, but when I say like it moves around,
it's like from northeast to southwest type of a thing.
Yeah, like it makes zero sense, and you don't get hurt much either. So there's not much of a penalty if you're in, and it doesn't like give you an excuse either. It's just a circle, and then there's a red wall if you cross the circle. Like I like other battle royales, like you got to give props. At least Fortnite has a storm. Call of Duty, I don't remember what that is.
Call of Duty has a like poison mustard gas.
Yeah, mustard gas. PUBG is
The
what
Zone.
is PUBG? Yeah, the Zone. I don't
know what Apex is.
Apex. I haven't played
The
it in a
Zone.
while.
It's a zone.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, but it's just kind of I don't know. It just didn't click with me on that front. And then, excuse me, as someone who's just starting out, you don't have a shot at shooting down another plane at all. Just forget it.
No.
Did you have that trouble too, Phil?
I think I have like one kill in I don't know. I think I played 5 or 6 matches and I've got one kill, and that kill was well fought for.
Oh, good. So my kill was kind of cheap.
You got him with when somebody
like
was
cheap kills.
and you just went and finished.
No. So get this, right? So I was. First of all the other players online do not know how to fly a plane. So I'm like behind this dude, behind his tail the entire time, and I'm shooting his health down. He finally kind of like boosts away from me, then turns around, and then we're kind of coming at each other. And he never hits me one time, and then we kind of run into each other.
Oh yeah, you got the crash collision kill, huh?
Yep. And it was by accident too, because I didn't want my health to go down, but it went down.
Actually,
like
now that I think about it, I might have 2 kills because I think I've got
See-
one of those as well.
I was just kind of like, well, that was kind of cheap, but I only picked up all the items and weapons he had because that's how the game worked.
They were falling. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. So out of the 5 or 6 matches I've played, I have 1 kill. That was my 1 kill. It sucks.
You get what you get, bro.
Yeah, right. And so in a lot of other battle royale, you go around the map and you find random weapons and items and stuff to boost your character and stuff like that. In this, there are no really items hidden around. You got to shoot other NPCs down. Like I said, there's bombers that are flying around. But here's the caveat: if you try and shoot a bomber, your ammo is limited. You don't have unlimited ammo or anything. And when I say it's limited, like it's
very
super
limited.
Yeah. Like,
But I mean, there are the other planes that are dropping care packages, but it's all like boost type of stuff.
2 other
Yeah.
planes.
Mhm.
Like anybody can grab it. If you're in the area, you can grab it.
yeah, there are, like Phil said, there are other like planes that drop items, but they're not.
Helicopters or planes. I don't remember.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. It doesn't give you more ammo. Doesn't give you more health. They give you like, hey, here's better turbo or armor,
More gas.
more gas. Oh yeah, that's another thing too that I thought was really weird.
Ammo wasn't the thing that dropped heavily.
No, neither was gas either. And if you run out of gas, you can kiss your butt goodbye.
Yep.
Which happens every time. So that was another thing. So In a lot of other battle royales, so I'm not good at battle royales. I'll just put it out there, even though I've gotten a couple wins.
You're fun though.
Thank you. Yeah, I have fun. The people I play with have fun. I think that's much more important because I know winning is going to be really hard. It's really hard to win these things. So I never won a match of Dogfighter because either A, I ran out of ammo, or I ran out of gas. It wasn't because I died.
Nope.
In Fortnite, in Call of Duty, Apex, I didn't have a problem running out of ammo or anything. That wasn't a thing. I mean, I may have been low on ammo in certain things, but I have multiple weapons to carry me through a match. In Dogfighter, I don't. You have other like cannons, but those are even more limited. So like your normal cannons have, I think, around 200 or 300, give or take, rounds.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
And then you have cannons that are around the 30 to 40 range, which do a lot more damage. But
you're out the second you hit the trigger.
Yeah, exactly. Is there anything else, Phil, that I'm missing out on right now?
No, man. I mean, soundtrack was pretty amazing for it. The gameplay is okay, but the amount of lag and chug that happens while you're playing, it's exponential. The limited amount of ammo kind of really drags the game down as well. You can't even get a full lobby of 40 people. Every time I played, I never got a full 40. It was always like 31, something like that. Like there was never enough people playing. And I don't know if that's, we can't necessarily pin that on the developer, but people just not having the interest. It's a great concept. It just wasn't executed very well.
And one thing I was excited for is like you could have, say, a Mitsubishi Zero, which is the Japanese World War II airplane back in the day. You could have a Zero and completely customize it any way you wanted to. Colors, stickers, all this other stuff. I never got to that only because I was getting like maybe 8th or 7th place, and the amount of like free credits that the game gives you over time, because you could always buy that stuff if you wanted to. It is free to play, by the way. This game is free to play. The amount of credits you get from a match is very small, very little. It almost doesn't make it worth it. I mean, Jordan, I know you're not a big Fortnite guy, but at least you can give it to Fortnite. If you finish a match, you get free stuff at a fairly recent pace, so that way you can at least feel like you're doing something, even if you didn't win.
Yeah, I hate on Fortnite all the time, but the core the core gameplay of it works amazingly. Like I can't knock it for that. I only hate the game. Okay,
because of the game.
I'm still gonna talk about this later.
Go ahead. No, go right ahead. Go right ahead. The floor is yours, good sir.
Do you want to give this game a review before I get into it?
Sure. I got to give it like a 2 out of 10. I think this is the lowest scoring game I have
and that's
ever
a 1
given.
out of 5. Math people, non-math people.
I was gonna go a little bit higher than that, but a 2. I was gonna give it a 4. Like
I thought about a 4, but it puts it on another game I gave a 4. The
super hyphenated Coffee Ninja Boy.
Yeah, but I'm like, at least I had fun with the dialogue in that game.
Well, and at least like the demo portion of Dogfighter worked okay, but then once you get it online, it all just falls completely apart.
Falls apart, yeah, and it's really sad to say. Like I said, being a huge aviation person, I was very disappointed in it.
Man, you know me, I grew up in the Air Force. I was looking forward to this too, and I play a lot of Ace Combat. I played Blazing Angels. I play a lot of the flight simulator, not simulator, but arcade style shooter games. And like, I turned it on, just like the menu music kicked in. I'm like, this game rules. And then the game started. I was just like, oh man, what the?
Oh,
F
the
I
actual
got myself
game
into
rules.
Yeah, like it was. It's not great.
I understand.
What would you give it a score of, Phil? Oh, you said a 4?
I said a 4.
Yeah,
Pay
you
attention.
did. I'm sorry.
Man.
What were you gonna say, Jordan?
All right, so I know I trash on Fortnite all the time. It's the one reason why you guys keep me around, because of my hatred for this game. However,
take him.
When the Star Wars event came out, I played for a while because I had fun playing with some decent Star Wars mechanics, and I could see the lightsabers. The sound design was awesome. And at that point, season 2 of Fortnite had come out. and it was fine. The game was definitely more polished and ran a little better. Since there were a lot of new people there, not a lot of people were building structures around me and making a big deal out of the game. So I had more fun with it than my initial hatred for it was. Also, since my rant on Fortnite, my infamous rant, PUBG has gone so downhill from their once great title of holding the best battle royale on the market. And it disappoints me, but I got to take it for what it is and just assume that either the developers, I shouldn't say anything like that because I don't know, but the people in Fortnite from a business standpoint know what they're doing. And I also talked about how Epic took away Paragon, the game that I really loved at the time, the first person or the third person behind the back MOBA.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that game a ton too, but they had to take that down because Fortnite was growing at the time and they needed all the attention on that. So what Epic did was they released the assets for Paragon, and now there are some fans who are working on creating their version of Paragon. So things are starting to balance out in that aspect. So I don't put Fortnite on this evil pedestal as I once did. I still don't care for the game because the people who play it take it way too seriously. But you know, I get bored of the game really fast because I die so much. But like when I played with my friends and we were doing the Star Wars stuff, I had a good time then. I have not played since the end of December, early January, but it is
the new spy theme it has is actually kind of fun too.
Spy theme?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Phil. I had to do it.
Explain this to me. I don't know.
There's like a secret agent theme thing going on right now. So if you play, there's other NPCs on the maps now, and they're like henchmen. If you kill the henchmen, you can get better gear. And then the henchmen are guarding like a spot, usually like say a hideout. And then within the hideout is one of the 4 or 5 characters they came up with for this whole spy theme, and they all have different or special weapons that they have if you kill them and stuff.
Huh. You know what that sounds like?
What's
Spy
that?
versus Spy?
Team Fortress 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I didn't think about TF2. I haven't played that in so long. I used to
Well,
play
where
that all
can
the
you
time.
play TF2, Jordan?
Steam.
You can play TF2 on Steam. Is this a shout out? Shout out to TF2, the homeboys who created the first Overwatch.
Wait, Valve is still a thing?
They created something recently called Half-Life Alyx or something. I don't know.
That's VR. Nobody has that.
It's true. Only the rich and powerful have that.
Those that don't get affected by Corona. Oh, sorry.
I will
They can
say,
play it at lunch now.
with my brother who lives next door, with his tax refunds, he did
you
get
point in the
VR.
right direction?
Yeah, he's on this other side of this wall, right in front of me, really. So he did get
He's
it.
not here?
Not here, and I wish he was, because I wanted him to talk about VR stuff, but he's not here. But I have played No Man's Sky in VR. I do like where No Man's Sky is now. Like, let me just say that. Right now, it's gotten so much better after updates and all that stuff. But after playing it in VR, that is the only way to play that game. Hands down.
Seriously?
It is amazing. Like, it changes everything.
This changes everything.
Like, I had a tear on my eye when I was playing, because I asked Donovan, I'm like, hey, do you mind if I just start a new file? He's like, no, go right ahead. Because in the base game, when you start a new file and you repair your ship and all that fun stuff, and then you go to space for the first time, like that feeling, that moment with the music and the way everything feels, like it just feels awesome. I wanted that moment in VR.
Awesome, like the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Hey, that comes out Tuesday. It comes out Tuesday. I'm so ready for this.
I had to do it. I had to get my shot in. I had to.
Do it. You're good. So the only thing that sucks about No Man's Sky is when you first start out, it takes like an hour.
It does. It takes a long time to get started in No Man's Sky.
Yeah. So I'm collecting all the materials and stuff to get my first ship off the ground, but I finally got off the ground. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So you take the controllers, the VR controls or whatever, you put one hand on the throttle and then one hand on the joystick, and that's how you like control it, which is really cool. But then I don't know how to explain it in words, only if you experience it yourself. The feeling of just everything when you leave space for the first time. It's just a different feeling when you can actually like look around you and stuff. It almost feels like you're there.
Wow, it's almost like that's what VR was made for.
Right? And then shout out to Donovan right now. He is streaming.
Shout out to Donovan.
He is streaming every Wednesday. Hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades, which is an indie first-person shooter where you shoot hot dogs.
Isn't there that it's playing off of a phrase?
It is.
Horseshoes, hand grenades, nuclear warfare phrase?
I think so. All I know is you're in some secret facility with hot dogs that are garden stuff, and then you shoot them and you do stuff.
Whoa.
No, not even going to answer that one.
So yeah, watch out for our Twitch channel every Wednesday where Donovan will be streaming that. And with that, we're going to take a short break, and then we are going to get into some games that maybe we're playing right now and maybe suggestions you guys might have for our listeners out there while they are stuck in quarantine.
I'm supposed to be playing games!
Welcome back to the Real Dudes Podcast. I will say there's a different flavor when we're recording. I love that we can see each other. I love that when someone has a point, I can see, except for Cody, who's the Joker right now.
I'm working on it. I'm looking at webcams as we speak.
Good. But when
someone
It's
has
on the
shopping.
podcast, Cody. Focus!
So like when Jordan had
You've discussed the game that I haven't played, so I multitasked and I'm working on my setup.
Oh, that lovely game. Can we move on from that game?
Yes,
Speaking of games that we're playing, fellas, there's some stuff going on in the entire world right now. Not just America, but the entire world. And we do have a worldwide audience. It's nice that we are able to play games at the moment because even though we are not close to each other, except for Cody, who's maybe 20-ish minutes away from me, we're all stuck in our homes right now. And it's kind of crazy times. I mean, Phil, I know that you are technically not stuck at home. You're still working, but it's kind of a weird situation also. However, when we are all at home with all this time that we may have, what are you guys playing right now? Just see what are you guys playing right now? It doesn't have to be indie, even though we are an indie show, but I understand that we play more games other than indie games in general.
Contrary to popular belief.
Right.
But there is a reason I'm only on here every once in a while.
So yeah,
someone else start.
In this time of need where we probably need a good distraction from the world that we're living in right now. What are you guys playing right now? Phil, you go first.
Really? Me?
Sure, yeah, you're our guest.
Get you out of the way.
Guest.
That's fair. So currently I'm playing MLB The Show 20. Having a good time with it. It's been
Wait, I didn't know you got 20.
Yeah.
I guess I should have known you got 20.
So I wasn't going to buy it, and then one night, unfortunately, I had one too many.
Mm-hmm.
And woke up the next day, booted up the PlayStation 4, and MLB 20 was sitting there, so I was like, oh, what the...
Might as well.
Play this. Yeah, so I'm playing that. I'm playing some Overwatch, of course, trying to unlock the new skins throughout the course of the season.
Mm-hmm.
What else am I playing? Animal Crossing.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a little city or an island called Raftopia.
Love it.
Right. And that's pretty much all that I've got going on right now. I'm looking for something else single player-y that's just not going to just sit there and be a grind like MLB The Show is.
I do have questions about MLB The Show for you, actually.
Have at it, man.
So, what are the biggest difference so far, in your opinion, between 19 and 20? Because I do have 19. I've played it casually. 19 I have, but what were the biggest difference for you between 19 and 20?
The way that the programs are set up is a huge difference.
They changed the first number.
Yeah, that too, and the second. The way the programs are set up is much more different. It's no longer quite the grind that it used to be, yet still the same grind. There's now perfect swing timing, where if you hit a ball exactly where you should, you're going to hit it a lot harder and a lot further than you normally would have, which is kind of cool. But honestly, that's about it, because it's a sports game, and sports game updates are always very minimalistic.
Yeah. I am excited for next year to see what happens, because it is supposed to go across multiple platforms for MLB The Show. It's not no longer a PS4 exclusive, and it's just one of those things at this point. Like, I don't know if I'm going to get it on the Switch or the Xbox or the PS4. You know, it's just one of those things. It's just kind of like I don't know, but I'm excited for it, even though I play it casually. I'm starting to get into support games a lot more recently, so I've been like, I think I will pick up MLB The Show as 20 as well.
There is also an online franchise mode where you can play like with your Diamond Dynasty team, who is all the people that you've unlocked via cards and stuff like that, playing for your squad, and you can play with other people inside of a league, which is a nice little addition.
Yeah, because I heard that you and our mutual friend have been talking about it recently, and I've been thinking about getting you playing the show to join you guys.
Yep, it's I've got a feeling it'll be a thing in the next couple of days.
Okay, if that happens, I'll definitely be picking it up then.
Also, go Cubs, go
Reds, go.
Go.
And while we're talking about MLB The Show right now, I just want to say it was really cool the other day. A bunch of MLB players got together and did a player tournament with MLB The Show 20.
Yeah,
and it was just really a nice distraction from everything. And by the way, my dude Amir Garrett from the Cincinnati Reds won the whole tournament. Go Reds!
Shout out to Amir.
Who do you play in the finals?
He played.
Was it Trevor May?
No, he played Trevor May in the first round. He played. Oh gosh, who was it? I can't think of it. He plays for the.
No cheating! No cheating!
I can see his face. He plays for the Rays. He's a pitcher. Really good.
Blake Snell? No, Blake Snell.
Yeah, it was Blake Snell. It was Blake Snell.
Okay.
Yep. He played Blake Snell in the finals.
The country singer?
No. which surprised me too, because like you could tell Snell like plays MLB The Show seriously. Like the dude plays seriously. You could tell just from his the way he set up his UI, from the way he was talking about the game. You could tell Amir Garrett plays a bit more casually, but he still loves the game because, well, he's a sports guy. And I don't know, it was just really cool to watch those two kind of like trash talk each other. Trash talk the game as well, because whenever they didn't get a call their way, they were trash talking the ump in the game, which was kind of funny. And just hearing them, because they're both pitchers, they were talking about when a batter would come up to, like, they would be like, oh man, I remember facing him. And they would just talk about, you know, what it was like to face that batter in real life, which is it's just really cool. They were just giving respects and stuff, and it was just fun. I just want to say that really quick. It was just really a really fun thing to watch.
It's very wholesome.
I wish I had the time to catch it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Baseball.
Hey. All right, Jordan, what about you, sir? What have you been playing recently?
I think I want Cody to go first.
Straight out of the bottle, man, like a boss.
You see how much is left?
Burp
What are
afterwards.
you talking about? Take it easy.
Yeah, you see how much is left. I'll finish it right off.
You gotta finish it.
All right, Cody, what have you been playing recently?
I went back to my roots. I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2. The new season came out. Been playing some of that. It's still a little boring, but what else am I gonna play?
So, question: while we're talking about Destiny 2, now that Trials is back,
I have not touched it.
Okay, that's what I was curious about, because our old clan, some of people over there have been like, hey, Carrington, you should play. I'm like, I haven't played since the game first came out. I would have to grind so hard, and I have that kind of time. I just don't have the patience to grind that hard right now.
No, I I don't touch competitive PvP anything unless it's a like battle royale type thing, which still is. I don't touch the competitive ranked play or anything like that because it's makes me anxious and I don't like it.
I think that's fair.
So I mean, I want to play a video game to have fun, not be like rage quit and be angry at pixels because that's all it is. I'm angry at pixels. If I rage in a video game,
that's polys, not pixels now, damn it. I mean, dang it.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna leave that in actually.
No, so sorry.
No, absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I don't play competitive games just because I don't like myself when I play them.
You know what, Cody? I do the same thing, but for the opposite effect. For the same effect, but the opposite outcome. I like being mad. Myself. I also play competitive games, and I still go back and play them because I still hate myself. Dude, I play League of Legends for fun. That should tell you what kind of stuff I'm into. But no,
I play Overwatch. If that doesn't tell you anything,
Overwatch is great. No, I play Overwatch too. I haven't been playing Overwatch as much as I wanted to recently, but I find League a bit easier for me because I'm not very good at aiming, especially in FPSs. So League is I like a bit more. I like a bit more strategy. Cody, were you done? Did I interrupt you?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, cool. However, League of Legends has a side hustle called Teamfight Tactics, and I'm sure you guys have probably heard of this. It's an auto chess game where basically you take characters from the game that you're playing and you put them out onto a field and they fight each other. And you basically just sit back and watch them fight, but you have to strategically get the right combination of certain types of characters. Like each one has a different class or different stats, or not a stat, but like a quality behind them, and they all mix together in some way. Excuse me. So you have to find right comps, right positioning, and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun, and I enjoy it a lot. And that's what I've been doing to pass the time recently. Also looking for another job, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, League and TFT. So yeah, that. Oh, and doing photography too. I'm keeping my photography game up.
I will say real quick before Cody resumes, Jordan's photography, if you check him out, his Instagram, jordan.taikiri.
Thank you for remembering the dot.
You're very welcome.
I never remember the dot.
It's fantastic. He's very talented. There is a dot. He's very talented. It's very awesome. He even started up a challenge, which I did not participate only because I'm not a very good photographer, called the ISO challenge, which was really cool to see what people came up with. You did not start it, which was you're probably about to say.
The isolation. The isolation photo challenge is completely different. It's the isolation photo challenge.
Oh.
But there's that people are already using the hashtag and they don't know about me, so it is what it is. But I still dig it. I went out and did something, so it's
I was gonna say it's been fun to see not only what you did because you're very talented, but what other people have done as well to try and just keep ourselves busy.
Yeah, I really do. Everyone's bored.
That's me.
Yo, it's bored.
I do like a lot of your like atmospheric types of photos. Not necessarily I've got nothing against headshots and stuff like that, but a lot of your like landscapey types of photos, they're really sexy, man.
Thank you. I would love. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I would love to go out and do more landscapes. I've been actually thinking about recording a video talking about taking landscape shots in places like Athens, Ohio, because there are not a lot of vantage points you can get to get good landscape shots. Yep. And when it's not summer or spring, or fall for that matter, so summer or fall, I suppose, the landscape doesn't look that appealing anyway because everything is dead. So,
but you guys have got the trees in the fall, don't you?
The trees in the fall, yes, but again, going back to vantage points, it's hard to get those landscape shots unless you have a drone, which is one of the reasons I bought one. So I got a drone and I'm starting to get some decent landscape shots when I have the time. So hopefully more of that will come later in the year. But right now I'm just focusing on portraits, headshots, expanding my portfolio that way. But thank you, Phil. I really appreciate that.
It's that time of year anyways, man. Like
it is, it's getting there. And I'm
always anybody's gonna have those types of times that like you're gonna need those headshots and the portrait types of shots. But I don't know, man. Like I studied a lot of photography when I was younger. I've done a lot of photography in my lifetime.
Nice.
But those landscape shots just kind of like, they make me ooey gooey inside.
Maybe I won't post as many.
Post more.
Should I start an OnlyFans?
Yeah,
Are they landscapes or you?
Landscapes.
Sold!
it's me in landscapes.
I could, yeah, I'm way out.
Better!
Anyway, but thank you. But that's all I have to say. And that's all Carrington was saying. So,
and that's all I have to say about that. Some Weird Al. All right, Cody, what else are you playing besides Destiny 2?
Some Call of Duty Warzone, because it's a fun battle royale I enjoy, even though nobody will play with me. Cough, cough, Carrington, play with me.
I know. I have not played in...
Cody,
I think the last time I played was with you, actually, Cody.
Of course, right now, the ping is awful.
Yeah, so that's another thing. So I'll say this really quick. I know we're a family channel. We don't usually rated M games or talk about them or anything like that, but Call of Duty is a lot of fun. But yeah, because we've all been in quarantine right now, my ping has been awful for like the past week and a half.
It's atrocious.
It's all. And when I was playing yesterday, Overwatch, I was playing with Phil and Kyle. I couldn't hear Kyle. No.
That's West Virginia internet.
No. So me and Kyle couldn't hear each other at all, which was kind of weird. But I'm sorry, Phil, you weren't there yet. Reiner was there. And so Reiner was our middleman. So if Kyle said something,
dropper.
I couldn't.
He said Reinhardt.
Yeah, Reinhardt.
Oh, yeah, Reinhardt.
So he would be relaying messages between what Kyle was saying to me because I literally couldn't hear him, and Kyle couldn't hear me for some reason. And then for whatever reason, Phil, when you joined, everything fixed itself, which was cool and all. But that's just like a long list of problems that have been happening for some reason for the past week or so. And I'm going to attribute it to the fact that more people are just playing online right now and just flooding the servers.
That's the thing.
I think it's more of the streaming than the playing online, in all honesty. Like, streaming chews up far more data than playing online does.
Nice for sure. That's true, too. I've noticed even like, because there's another game I've been playing, Phantasy Star Online 2, which I love that game, and I'll get into it later. But I've noticed, even though it's in beta right now, there were no issues before the quarantine across the nation started happening. But now that there are quarantines, there's been a lot more lag. But I think it's just because it's in beta and the fact that more people are playing than what Sega was expecting right now. Because at the time, there was no quarantine when the game got released in beta, open beta, by the way. So yeah, Call of Duty. Yeah, it's sorry, Cody. I don't know. I've been playing with a bunch of other things, but it is a lot of fun.
By the way, Carrington, I do have somebody that will play with us basically at a drop of a hat. I'm not naming any names. I'm just saying I got somebody that'll play with us.
I think I know who you're referring to because you mentioned said person's name when we were all down.
So I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm checking Twitter and it seems like the whole social distancing suggestion is going to remain in place for another month.
Here in Ohio?
I bet.
Federally. It doesn't surprise me. Federally, it doesn't surprise me.
Hell, we're closed until May 1st. So that doesn't surprise me at all.
And I will say really quick, like our CEO, the company I work for, hasn't said anything, even though I am currently working and I'm working from home until further notice. The last note he sent out Friday was, hey, unless our governor says we'll be back in the office back on Wednesday. And I'm like,
no, you won't.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
There's no cure yet.
I'm working in office every day of the week. But
But Cody, just real quick, since we're on the subject, your office, how many people are in it at a time right now?
We're one person's working or two people working from home, so we're 5 people in office.
Okay. That's not too bad.
That's less than 10.
It's doable. Yeah, less than 10, which is within the governor's orders.
And apparently, like A&E firms, architectural engineering firms, are or I don't know the word, but they don't fall under the order of
essential
the wines thing. Yeah, it's still essential, but it's they can't do anything about us.
Because you're just 5 people.
No,
Basically in an
like
office,
any architectural engineering firms. If
okay,
from what our company's lawyer was talking about, is we're fine.
Okay, that's good.
They can't shut us down. So yay and nay, because a free unemployment check for doing nothing. Everyone else is doing it. Might as well. Right?
Not me.
Yeah, true. Not all of us, but
wait, I work in an office building that has 3 buildings, and each building has over 1,000 people, and 3 buildings are located within literally feet of each other. So, not a good place probably to be working, but I'm glad that we have the opportunity to work from home.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of diverge there. What else are you playing, Cody? Anything else?
Okay.
Do you Call of Duty?
When I'm wanting to get away from the ping. I'll play a lot of Temtem, which is a lot of fun.
I haven't played that.
I'm intrigued by that game.
Temtem's great. I'm waiting for when they release like the second half of it, because still only first half is out. But it's a lot of fun. I enjoy Temtem a lot.
Still in beta, by the way. If you're listening out there, it's great to play.
Yeah, it'll only get more expensive when it comes out of beta. Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Oh, Fortnite's still in beta. I wanted to bring that up earlier.
Yeah, how is that?
I
It's been out for like 340 whatnot years, and it's still early access beta.
Yeah, so Cody and I have had a lot of fun recently. Fortnite, which is why I brought up the whole spy theme, because we've been playing it a lot. Not so much recently since Call of Duty came out, but we've played it fairly often.
Still can't get anyone to play with me.
I know. Yeah, every time I start up the game, it doesn't make sense to me why that game's still in beta.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
One of these days.
Yeah.
After they made $16.12 billion.
It's only Epic owns it, one of the biggest companies, gaming companies in the world right now. Yeah, right? Who?
Epic? Who's Epic? I've never heard of them.
Shall I continue?
You can go ahead. I was just saying, it doesn't make sense to me how that game's still in beta right now.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I don't get it. What else have I been playing? Star Wars. I still haven't finished the campaign.
That's a campaign. Order. Yeah, that's a campaign. I loved how it ended. I love that game. I wish I could go back and play it for the first time, so that way I can experience it again.
Yeah, see, I don't want to finish it because I don't want it to end.
Yep.
So I haven't finished the storyline because I just don't want it to be over. And I'm right at that ending portion. And
where are you at right now?
Oh man, but once you hit that end is such a sweet note. Oh my goodness.
Don't tell me anything.
It is pure adrenaline.
I'm leaving.
Oh, God, you're gonna die 10 times trying to do what you want to do, but you can't do what you want to do.
All right, moving on from Star Wars, because
where are you? Where are you?
Oh gosh, it's been more than a month since I've touched it. The most notable thing, I'm a little bit past it, but I just got my lightsaber.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay.
I'm past that, but that's the most notable thing.
Keep going.
What I remember. I know.
Keep going.
I know. What else? I know.
We just had a moment, Carrington.
Yeah,
I saw
did.
that.
So,
Carrington.
I have a suggestion.
Okay,
go right ahead.
Since you guys can't experience the first part again, I still have not played this game. How would you guys feel if I were to hop on stream and play it for the first time and have you guys observe?
Do it.
Absolutely do it. Because I would totally watch your facial expressions, your emotions to the opening of that game. It just not being I was gonna say not just being a Star Wars fan, but just being a video game fan in general. The first 30 minutes to 1 hour of that game,
remarkable,
incredible. Dude, yeah.
Yep. And then you hit the grind, and then you hit the finish. And once you hit that finish, you're just like, oh my effing F.
Yeah.
What's happening? I need to do this now. Also, I'm going to beat the everlasting F out of you, and I didn't. And then you keep trying to beat the everlasting F out of the final thing that happens in that game, and you can't. And
I
so
feel like
just
I
do
know what
you need to
happens.
do.
I don't want to say anything because I don't want to be proven right or wrong.
Don't ruin it for Cody.
Yeah.
Even if you're wrong, I don't.
I'm not saying anything.
And
So
then there's the
That final 20 minutes of that game is just like,
good God, it's so good.
I can't even come up with a PG-13 way to talk about it.
No. Sounds
bad
amazing.
guy fights the good guy.
Yeah.
Sure. There's
Sure.
that.
Anyway, yeah, I'll see if I can sink $60 into that game. I would like to wait for it to go on sale though.
It's not on sale?
It was just on sale for like $40 or $30
A while ago, yeah.
At least on
Yeah.
Xbox. I think that was a week or two ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
play
right.
Xbox, PC Master Race.
Yeah, he's a
regular.
PC
Oh,
only
PC
guy.
Master Race.
Sorry.
Yeah, except
I
like
play with an Xbox controller though.
oh,
That's good.
PC Master Race kneeling.
I only use it for Shadow of War, Rocket League.
Great game.
and
Great game.
Maybe this game.
And anything that comes out.
You can get it for
I
less
hear
than
the
60.
crickets chirping. No one's laughing.
I'm looking at it right
Carrington
now.
did. He fought it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. You can get it for less than 60 right now, Jordan.
Okay, cool.
40 instead.
I can do 40. I got
Okay.
$40 laying right. Look, I got $40 laying right here. Crazy.
Whoa! Flashing the bling.
whoa. Hey, Carrington, when are we gonna go back to Minecraft?
What?
Oh
Crap, I need to
gosh,
check that
that
one.
was I've been
I
thinking
just saw
about it.
that on my
actually.
desktop.
How
and
have
I'm
we
like,
gone a full episode without talking about Minecraft?
So
Why
like games I've been playing
talk about
recently,
Minecraft?
Minecraft is not on my list,
no,
but
it's not
I would
either.
I would highly suggest it if there's a bunch of people stuck at home because the Japanese, of course, they get to do everything better. There was a school out there. I was reading an article recently that they did an entire school graduation through Minecraft. So even though they couldn't be there physically with each other, they did it virtually. I'm like, that's actually really cool. That's very wholesome and stuff. I mean, it's better than what America's going through right now. I mean, I haven't read anything heartwarming as far as that concerns, our right now it's just like, oh, we're going back to school soon. I'm like, I don't know about that.
By soon you mean August, maybe?
Everyone
right?
gets held back.
So what I've been playing Overwatch with Phil. Lots of that. We had a good time yesterday.
Hey, don't even invite me to that.
Sorry.
Just kidding. You're fine.
Lots of Animal Crossing, like what Phil mentioned. If you have a Switch, just get Animal Crossing. That game's amazing.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's so relaxing.
So Carrington, are you time traveling or no?
No, only because I want to, but I'm not.
Okay.
That's just I'm not. I've been playing Animal Crossing since the GameCube days. I skipped the Wii version. I don't know why or how, but I didn't play. I never played City Folk.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it happens in this one, but my thing is, so time traveling can get you a bunch of stuff really quickly if need be. But the thing I hate about it, if you do it, is like villagers I love end up moving away, and I hate that. So I tend to not time travel for that one reason only.
And Mr. Rossetti.
Is he in the new one? I haven't seen him yet, but
I haven't seen him yet, but I also haven't broken the rules.
Yeah, okay. So you don't time travel either then?
No, hell no. I mean, heck no, sorry.
For similar reasons?
Yes, definitely.
And I was able to recruit a guy because I was doing the random island hopping thing.
Wait, never mind.
And I still haven't seen him because I found an octopus wearing a kimono. I'm like, oh, that dude's cool. He's
Does
like,
he make sushi?
I don't know because I have never seen him on my island yet.
Huh.
So I don't know how once you invite new villagers, how that whole thing works. But Animal Crossing is great. I've got the museum open, trying to open up Nook's shop. Screw Tom Nook,
Slave driver.
right? And putting me into crippling debt. I've been playing a ton of NBA 2K20 because it's on the Game Pass right now. And And it's kind of fun. I haven't played a basketball game since '95, so that should tell you how often I play basketball games. Yeah, 1995 last time I played probably a yearly basketball game. I mean, of course, I play like NBA Jam, and yeah, that's as far as much basketball I've played growing up.
NBA Jam was pre-95, so you're still.
It was, yeah. So yeah, I remember playing NBA '95 on the Sega Genesis and loving the crap out of that game. But I, for whatever reason, never got a basketball game after that. Don't know why. Just never did. Had every other sport. Anyway, playing a basketball game for the first time in forever. It's a lot of fun. The mechanics are all super new to me, so I am learning everything from scratch. I just now started averaging 20 points per game, 10 assists per game kind of thing. I'm on the Lakers because I'm a huge LeBron fan. You can love it or hate it or not. Doesn't matter. I love LeBron. Will always love LeBron. What's up?
I'm just going to run to the bathroom really quick.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've always loved LeBron. No matter where he goes, I'll be a fan of his. So that's why I'm on the Lakers.
LeBron's an interesting fellow. There's a lot of politics and stuff surrounding him, so I try not to pay attention to that too much.
I find that interesting too, but from a perspective of he's not necessarily doesn't make it known unless people are pushing him to say something, and then he'll say something. Whether it's the right thing or not, I think he says things to try and be as neutral as possible. He usually doesn't try and take sides, and I know why, and I don't mind it unless it's something he truly believes in. Like when
I assume you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. And so
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I understand why. If there's one criticism of his, I have just him not taking a stand usually. There was one time he took a stand, and I'm not gonna. We're not a political channel, so I won't say. But this was several years ago, back when he was on the Heat. When he actually did take a stand for something.
Heat, that was a pretty political decision.
That didn't surprise me. I'll say that right now. That he left Cleveland for Miami. Because, well, Cleveland treated him like crap. Not talking about the fans, but, you know, people within that organization.
Oh, man.
That's all I really have. Also, Madden. I'm playing a lot of Madden. I haven't played Madden in like 12 years. But I'm in an online league of Madden, which is why I've been playing it, which is a lot of fun. That's it. That's all I've been seriously playing. I mean, when Rocket League's also a great game that Phil and I have been playing also. It's a great game no matter how it's going. We just have fun. Yep.
Nice, chilled, easy, laid back, and so peaceful.
What does bother me about that game? There are some people who, for whatever reason, have Smurf accounts and are just, you know.
It's because these degenerates want to feel good about themselves. League does it all the time.
Oh, really? I guess that shouldn't surprise me as much. I mean, Overwatch does it too.
So to try to counter that, they tried to make it more difficult to level up. So it de-incentivizes.
Okay. I think that's the word you're looking for. Yeah, prevents,
new players from going back and making new accounts. But the thing is, or it's also hard, it's going to make it harder to climb the ranks. But the thing is, if you do that, if you slow it down, they're going to be down there for longer if they do end up smurfing. So they can continue to play these games and smurf even more games. If you make it faster and they're able to progress faster, then they won't be in the games as often anymore. They won't want to go back and create new accounts. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. We've been recording for what, an hour and a half now?
Yeah, something like that. I just will say, I think just 1 hour. I will say, I think a great way to counteract that is that a lot of people will, let's say on Xbox, if you create a new account, you have to tie it to the OG Xbox account. Why not look at something like that? And if they're doing that, just put them in a different pool than everybody else.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know how easy or how hard that is, but I think that would be a great way for us people that have been trying to grind things out like Rocket League or Overwatch or League to put us in a pool with other people that are actually our skill level, not that are trying to.
How does that work on PC Master Race? Because wouldn't you have to make a new Battle.net account and then repurchase the game?
You wouldn't.
Yes.
You have to
You would
repurchase
have to
it?
repurchase the game because it's under a different
You're
Battle.net.
tracking the actual game itself, yeah.
There are
Yeah,
less.
so
Yeah, there are less.
It's less PC Smurfs.
I mean, but if you're that kind of person that maybe only plays, League, something like League is free,
League is free.
so it'd be
And
easy to
CS:GO
do.
is free too.
Yeah.
I want to get into CS:GO, but the problem I have with it's the same deal, and it's a lot worse over there. It's a lot worse over there.
It gets rough, and it's very hard for a new player to get into it too.
But I love the game. It's just hard to get into.
Yeah. Very tricky too. Very mouse sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's all I have to say.
That's all I have. Anybody else have any other suggestions? Suggestions that people maybe could play while they're stuck in quarantine at the moment?
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I can't stress Animal Crossing enough.
Stardew Valley.
I'll look it up.
Stardew Valley is good too.
Oh yeah.
The thing about Stardew Valley,
Breath of the Wild.
Also great game, incredible game, beautiful game. I will say about Stardew Valley. Valley, for those who have never played Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley has goals. It has objectives. It may take some time to go through them, but at least it's there. Animal Crossing,
the world's your oyster.
Yeah, exactly. Like technically, this one has.
I hate that so much.
But I will say, technically, this one has more of a progressive system than past Animal Crossings.
Agreed.
But ultimately, it's just you do what you want, which is why I love the new one so much more as well. You can literally customize your little town that you have, the island you have.
But is there like any kind of structure? Like, is it like just do whatever you want?
You gotta pay Tom.
Yeah, pay Tom Nook. That's why I said screw Tom Nook.
That's what it's all about. Just getting Tom paid.
Tom paid.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, you make friends. You
fill the museum.
Yeah, fill up the museum with creatures.
Shake a tree.
Collect bugs.
Collect bugs. Fish. Customize your house. And at this point, you can customize your whole island, which is glorious. Which has never been a thing. I haven't really. I mean, I've put I put a grill out on right outside my tent. No,
right,
my house now.
Can you terraform yet or no?
I don't think you can terraform, but you can.
Oh, you can. Yeah.
I don't know if you can, but I know once you expand, you can move things around.
Oh no, you can level mountains and stuff, from what I understand.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hand motions.
That's really cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I saw a video the other day on Twitter about somebody who made a walkway to their town. It was you go straight up the gut and there's waterfalls falling off of either side.
Oh, that's
and then you got to go
amazing.
up and around to get to their town because they've got ladders built up and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's incredible. Playing since the GameCube, you have not been able to do stuff like that at all.
Oh no, heck no.
Cody. I mean, it's something I would recommend to friends, but it's just hard to be for someone who's new to explain what you do because it's a game of nothing.
Okay.
My girlfriend, who has never played it, is absolutely addicted to it, for lack of better terms.
I will look it up before I jump on anyways.
That's how my sister-in-law is as well, because my brother started hey, here's this game I think you'll enjoy. She's addicted now.
Yep. That's Rachel. I wake up in the morning and I get out of bed and she's on the couch hand fossils and knocking down trees and shaking trees, chiseling away at rocks and catching fish and trying to get paid to pay off that jerk Tom Nook.
Can't say the shortened thing of his name.
There's a shortened thing of his name?
The raccoon. You can't call him the shortened version of that.
Oh, I was going to go with the B word, but I censored myself from the B word to go to jerk.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that's all we have. If you guys have suggestions that you're playing in quarantine, or if you maybe a game that you love and are replaying, let us know. If you are in the Minnesota area, please check out Nolos. Yeah, I had to do Minnesota because that's
Minnesota,
which is funny to me.
It's what happens up here.
Yeah, so
we also say sorry a lot.
which I love that I got when I got up.
When we were in the middle of the road and like the people are blocking out the path and they're like, sorry, we're blocking your way.
Yes. Well, so you and our mutual friend don't have accents, but everybody else that I talked to while I was up there,
Sorry.
it was hard. It was amazing. I loved it. Even Rachel has it, which I thought was funny.
Yep. Can I get you a big with that? Would you like to put up your flag today? You want to go to the boat?
It's not exaggerating. That's just legit how people talk.
It's a thing, man.
Great.
Sounds
I love
Canadian.
It's very, very close. It's one notch shy of full-fledged Canadian.
Yep. Agreed. But
and the further north you head Minnesota, the deeper the accent gets.
It's awesome. It's incredible. Because when we were up there as RDP, we didn't really talk to very many people outside of you and our mutual friend. But now that I went up there and I got to experience Minnesota,
it's a thing.
It's a thing. Well, Phil, thank you for joining us. We'll probably have you on more. Time goes on.
Can I do it?
Not yet. So I will. And so thanks for joining us. I'm sure we'll have you on again soon, considering we're all just basically stuck here just playing games.
And next time I'll probably have video.
Oh, and maybe Kyle.
If Amazon delivers to you.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
ordered from Newegg.
Oh.
Who's Carl?
Maybe we'll get Carl to join us. Maybe we'll get Donovan to join. Who knows?
Buy a light, Donovan. Carrington, buy a light.
I'll be buying a light soon. I just got paid, so we'll see what happens.
Excuse me. Nice.
Link me light suggestions.
I will link.
I will most likely need one because my basement is dark.
Jordan's great at that stuff because he's awesome. He
He's
produces
so
another show as well, and he got that show up and going as well. Raspy Voice Kids, if you're in West Virginia, love West Virginia sports. That's what they're all about.
What if you don't like West
fun.
Virginia?
They're good guys. I like them a lot.
If you don't like West Virginia or West Virginia sports, don't check out the show.
Yeah, I would. They don't just talk about West Virginia sports. The first segment they have on every show is a pop culture segment, and they talk about whatever they want to talk about. They talked about, is it okay to pee in swimming pools? They talk about food a lot. We've talked about some not like social political issues, but like, like how do you handle talking to your ex? Or
is it okay to talk while at the urinal? No, it's never okay.
Nope. Yeah. Urinal etiquette, stuff like that. So they're a lot of fun. And if you like just a bunch of guys talking and some good sounding audio, if I do say so myself, I would highly suggest checking them out. Anyway,
Phil, go right ahead.
Always have a rad day.
Boom.
What a cool outro. Shoot, I was sending you links.